Hey there, hi there, it's me, Priscilla B, and welcome Libras to your Halloween exclusive reading. Still looking for my Nightmare Before Christmas cards. So I'm just trying to find those hopefully by Halloween so I can do a special all Halloween reading. But in the meantime, I'm just going to draw some cards, let spirit source guide me, and the affirmation for you Libras is I trust in my gifts. Okay, I feel like that is like really important right now for you guys to hear. Also, the overall theme for this reading is going to be safety and comfort. Okay, the holidays are here, they're approaching really fast, so I thought that would be something special. And also we have the bird spirit guide message, and that is White Swan. The power of divine grace is within you. Okay, so you have those little messages for you as I draw some cards here. Let's see. All right, so we have here, ooh, the Hermit card is coming out here on top. Interesting. We also have here the King of Swords and the Page of Cups. Okay, so that's our first three cards there. I'm going to draw one more. Oh, okay, Page of Pentacles. Oh, actually, no, wait, sorry. This is the Four of Pentacles. Kind of reminds me of the page. I don't know why. Ah! It's flying everywhere. All right, so we got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so something is definitely being held close to your chest, like you're guarding something very carefully. It's on your mind a lot, actually, and it's kind of like what's keeping you grounded, but also a little bit like weary. Like it's almost like it's not really something that you enjoy focusing on. It's just something you kind of have to focus on, but it's keeping you grounded and it's keeping you like in that mindset of like pentacles and like finances and things like that. So for the four, the number four is very significant too. And then you have the Hermit card, and let me draw some more cards, see what's going on. Okay, Ten of Wands. Yes. So you definitely have a lot going on here that is giving you like a very you're holding on to a lot. You've got a lot of tasks, you've got a lot to manage, and it's almost become like too much, right? Because you can see here the wands are like all going in different directions, different positions. It's almost like you're trying to keep everything together, but it's not going that way. So I'm going to look here closer at the Hermit card. Let's see what's going on with the Hermit. Okay, Three of Wands. Okay. And the Hermit, he has a wand himself. Like he's holding his own wand. So I'm getting kind of like a, kind of just wise, like wizard, like energy from this card. And there's a star on his lantern. And the Hermit, he walks in the shadow, right? He goes in the dark places and carries the light with him to sort of lead others out of the darkness. And I feel like that's sort of like what you're trying to do here. You have so much going on. The King of Swords, the Page of Cups. Um, your emotions aren't really like they're stable, but they're not exactly like where you want them to be. Like you're holding on to a lot of emotions, and you're holding on to a lot of like energy, a lot of different things. The King of Swords is you like standing your guard almost, or like protecting what's yours, like a very masculine energy. There's the moon in the background, butterflies. Like, you've gone through a lot of transformations, and that's why you know, yeah. You want to play this game? Yeah. You can play. Let's see. Yeah, you can play. I'll play with that. So because you've gone through these many transformations, you want to kind of like protect what's yours, like what you've earned or how far you've come in this journey. But it's like you're in like almost like a negative sort of headspace because you're kind of like dealing with a lot. Yeah. And it's causing you like this 10 of wands, right? It's like a lot to carry. All right, so the 3 of wands is like you don't have to carry so much, right? The burden doesn't have to be so heavy. You can like just try and manage like just 3 things. Like if you can just manage 3 things and let all the rest go, you're probably going to find some more peace and clarity, and you're going to see a better vision for yourself and your future. Because the page is like basically saying like just maybe only handle your emotions right now. So maybe just only handling your emotions right now and your finances right now will lead to a better outcome. And the Hermit is a really good reminder that like you don't need to do so much, right? Like you don't need to like carry so much heavy burdens and stuff like that, right? Right. So all right, so we have the 4 of wands. Yeah, this is a really good card to come in next because it's really showing you like the 3 of wands, 4 of wands, right as soon as you start to just only focus on the important things and basically like don't focus on like what's going on with everybody else, what all their other stuff is about. Focus on your needs and focus on what you need to do. And once you do that, you're going to be able to celebrate, you're going to be able to have fun, you're going to have these like fun activities and good energy coming around. The 4 of wands is all about celebration, birthday parties, weddings, babies, all that good stuff. Okay, so once you stop focusing on what's going on with everybody else, how can you keep everything and manage everything all on your own, like you can't, right? It's like an impossible task. So focus on the things that you can do for yourself, and you're going to be able to have so much more fun once you do that. Oh, and look, here's the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Yes, I love this. And it's right by the page of cups. So the King of Swords is like this, defending like what is yours, not letting too much of what you have go to waste, I feel like, and being able to stand up for yourself and protect yourself in like a very assertive way. And the Queen of Swords is just like that energy. And I feel like it's also like more feminine energy too, because she's like, here's my sword, I'm not afraid to use it. I don't want to have to like get assertive, I don't want to have to like get in defense mode, but I will if I have to, right? It's a totally different approach to dealing with things. So when you have the King of Swords, he's been through a lot, right? He's been through many transformations. He's got a lot of keen awareness, and he's got a lot of wise skill sets to use at his disposal, because he's been through so much. The Queen of Swords is like, I've been through stuff too, but I'm willing to like give like a warning first, right? The King of Swords is like, nope, I'm full on, I'm attack mode, right? Defend what's mine. But the Queen of Swords is like, you know what? I'm gonna let this person know what's up, and then if they cross me, I will, get out my King of Swords, right? I'll get my King of Swords over here. So, and that's interesting too, because it's right with the Page of Cups. So it's like when you have emotions and you have a lot going on, you want to take a softer, calmer, peaceful approach, right? So the king and the queen, they send out the page, the messenger, to deliver the message. And then if it's received with like hostility, right, then they're like, okay, gotta go to war. But if it's like, okay, I get it, let's make a truce, compromise, then it's all good, right? But the thing is like, you don't want to have to like do more than is what's required, right? You don't want to have to do more than your energy levels can allow, right? So it's good for you to like give people a warning in advance, especially when you want to just like, you don't want to have to deal with certain energies. You want to go have fun. You don't want to be in like attack mode, right? So much. Seven of Swords. Yeah, the sneaky little Seven of Swords keeps popping out. This was in the last reading, the Capricorn reading. So this Seven of Swords is a very like mischievous, sneaky energy, like kind of moving in the shadows. Um, and like he's almost like collecting the swords, right? And either from the soldiers that have fallen, or he's gathering the swords to give them to the soldiers. I'm not sure what he's doing exactly, but I feel like you you don't want to have to deal with a sneak attack energy, right? You don't want any surprises, right? So I have the Six of Swords, leaving the sneaky hostile energy that can like sneak attack you, right? Like you're just doing your thing, minding your own business, and then here comes along like a sneak attack, an energy that's like trying to get at you, right? Or trying to like steal your sword, right? Steal your power. I feel like when a fallen soldier dies, right? Like it would be honorable to be buried with your sword, right? But sneaky Seven of Swords energy is like going to dishonor you, right? So I feel like you kind of have to be cautious and careful around people like that, because they want to get in your head. They want to take and steal your joy away from you and your honor and your integrity, right? So leaving that situation is probably the best answer. Leaving that energy, going off on your own. You can see here like the woman and child and the man with some swords here. You don't want the sneaky Seven of Swords stealing your protection, the things that keep you safe, right? Your resources, things like that. You want the things that basically make you able to protect yourself and defend yourself. You might not always be in an environment where you can like stay and defend it. You might sometimes have to leave depending on the situation. So in this case, that's basically like what you're doing here is you're leaving that situation behind so you can find peace. And as a result, we have the High Priestess, Libra. I knew that this card, like I knew Libras, you guys had some good messages coming through that were important for you, because I just feel like Libra, you guys been going through it. So yeah, this is the High Priestess, Libra. And this is while it's not the Justice card, it's kind of like that underlining like sense of relief or sigh of relief that your intuition is on the right path. Like you're going in the right direction. Okay. So while you're still waiting for that peace and that clarity to come through, your intuition is leading you to that peaceful resolution, to that clarity that you're seeking, to that peaceful, uh, basically like I guess like destination, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like it's a destination, it's a purpose. You're trusting in yourself, you're trusting in your intuition, you're following your gut feelings. You're leading with that, and it's leading you to bigger and better places. Okay, once you leave the toxic energy behind that's trying to steal your resources or steal what's like you're trying to defend, right? So I feel like the light, like the hermit's light, is guiding you toward that as well. Okay. And then we have the seven of cups here. Okay, this cup of that's usually referenced with like illusion, right? Like too good to be true, many options in front of you. Not every one of these options looks appealing. Okay, I mean, other than like the castle and the like wreath here, like winning Olympic wreath here, like some kind of like I think in Roman or Greek, I forget which one it was. Maybe in both, they had like a green wreath, like an honor, right, for something. But then there's like gems and rubies and necklaces, and this man, he's looking at all these things, and there's a dragon down here, a snake, a person with a blanket over their head, a ghost, like basically, and then like a person, like a children, like more like a cherub maybe, something, cherub, I don't know, but anyways, so this cup, this seven of cups card, okay, there we go, trying to find my words here. This seven of cups card, this is something that I feel like you really have to decide what's important to you, right? Because you can pick something that you think looks appealing, or you can choose something that you want to be something truly amazing, your heart's desire, right? But it could be, it's not always what you want it, right? Like be careful what you wish for kind of card I'm getting from this. So like a message. So in other words, just be careful what you wish for, but also don't be afraid to wish for it all or want it all, want all the successes in life, right? So it's like a cautionary tale of um you want something, you go after it, you invest in it, and you hope it turns out wonderful and beautiful and amazing. Okay, and then the card right after that, we got the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot card. Okay, this is just, the card for the main card for the deck, but it's also the Temperance card too. So I'm just going to leave it in there because it does represent temperance. And I think that when you are hopeful and when you put your emotions, it's right over the Page of Cups too, and the Queen of Swords. So when you put your emotions and you invest your emotions in the right cup, right? Or like the right person or the right people or the right environment, whatever it is that you're investing in, right? The results can be really truly transformational and beautiful. And there's, look, all these cups here, right? Like pick and choose, like what cup are you going to choose? And then put all your heart and soul into it, right? And then when you've finally put everything you have into it, then you can decide if it's really truly meant for you or if it was just part of the journey and now you need to go invest your emotions into something new and different and better. Okay? This is a very deep, powerful message here, Libra. And your symbolism with your sign, your astrological sign, is all about justice and finding the right and wrong, right? Equalizing or like equilibrium, like just making sure things are just and fair. And that could be like a huge part of your personality, or it can be something you really truly resonate with, that becomes a challenge for you every now and then, especially when you're faced with making the right decision. But again, the high priestess, you have the black and white pillars behind her, and she's like, well, I know the right, I know the wrong, but what is my intuition telling me? What is my gut telling me? Because that's the true answer. It might not always be true for everybody. It might not always be right for everybody, but is it right for me? And that's kind of where your heart and soul and spirit and journey has led you to and taken you to, is to these places where you're forced to make decisions, right? And I don't want to say forced in the way like you have to make a decision, you have to pick something. I'm saying those choices are there and you're aware of those choices. So which one are you going to choose? Which path is going to lead you to where you want to be in life? And of course, we have temperance, okay? So, and that's right with the Queen of Swords and the Page of Cups. And the Queen of Swords is saying, you know what? You want to explore and have fun and celebrate life. You don't want to deal with a lot of other people's emotions right now. You just really want to focus on your emotions. So put into that back and forth, right? Put in time and energy into what you want and what is good for you, because that's ultimately what's going to lead you to the path that you want the most and the success you want the most in life. Okay, it's not going to come from investing into all these different people, into all these different things, right? Because you have the 10 of Wands. Like, it's not going to come from giving all your attention, all your energy into everybody else. It's only going to, the only result, the good results that are going to come are from when you take the time you need for yourself and to invest into yourself and to really give yourself the emotional space you need to relax and enjoy life and do what you love. And then we have the Emperor card. The Emperor card. I say it like that because the Emperor is always like, okay, we know what's up, right? We know what needs to be done. We know what thing, like, it's like that serious, like, you know, takes the fun out of life type of energy. I don't know, like someone who doesn't really understand that like life needs to be enjoyed and is more like methodical and yeah, I don't know, like what's up with the Emperor with that right now, Libra. But it's over the Four of Pentacles, it's over the Seven of Swords, and it's kind of like it. You know what? Also, it's interesting because he is holding like those things that like kings hold, right? Or you know, those two very distinctive items. I don't know what they are, but reminds me of a Hierophant, but just not like religious or spiritual in the sense. Um, so you know, I think the Emperor wants you to realize, like, at the end of the day, after you have, like, emotionally invested in yourself, after you've taken care of yourself and given yourself the space and time it needs to just be at peace with yourself and do the things you love to do. Get back to the sensible, like realistic goals that, you know, like the things that need to be done that, you know, require more like, you know, discipline or organization or, uh, you know, all those like boring, mundane tasks that need to get done in order for the space and the environment to stay stable. And that's why I feel like it's over the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, because it's also reminding you like that sneaky Seven of Swords might try to come in and destabilize your environment or your energy or your space, but you have to you know, or your finances, right? Four of Pentacles. So you're going to have to say, you know, put your foot down, like, this is my rules. Like, you have to get more serious, right? Like, you don't always want to be this serious emperor that's like, this is my rule, right? But when you're dealing with a sneaky Seven of Swords that's trying to destabilize your environment, you do have to put your foot down and you do have to stand your ground and say, this is my kingdom, for example, right? Or like my home or my environment. So I'm not going to just let you come in and destroy it. Especially when the Four of Pentacles is there, making sure that like it's like this is your investments. You're holding these very dear to you. You're investing your money into making sure your home and your environment is stable and secure. And you have to sometimes challenge the challenger. And the Seven of Swords is not like a serious, like authoritative figure. They're just like a sneaky, like energy that wants to try to like make you feel a certain type of way, like destabilize you. So you got to put your foot down with that for sure. And then lastly, we have the moon card. Okay, this beautiful moon energy. I love this because it's again, the high priestess here is this beautiful triple moon goddess, intuitive, trusting her feelings and instincts and gut feeling energy. And that's the moon, right? In its essence, the moon and the high priestess are like one, right? They're in alignment. They're um working together to accomplish all of this, to make the stability there, to create the beautiful, emotionally stable and calm environment that is working towards, celebrating, enjoying life, focusing on that. Now, the Six of Swords, obviously, you know, your heart is leading you toward this, right? And your mind, right? They need to both be in alignment. Your emotional self and your like logical self need to be in alignment. So you have to lean into this high priestess energy is where you're leading into, right? If you're trusting in your intuition and you're trusting that gut feeling, then all these wonderful things are going to happen and come into alignment. So like phases with the moon, right? So the moon is letting you know like some things are just a phase, some things will pass in time, but you have to keep trusting in yourself and believing in yourself, right? Because you really are the light here at the end of the day. The Hermit is the your guide, the start of all of this, right? The Hermit is leading you through the dark times, through the challenges, through it all toward a bigger, better, brighter future. Okay? Almost like carrying a torch for you, carrying that light for you. So when you're feeling like depleted and feeling like your light is dimming, the Hermit's like, oh, I'm going to grab that light and I'm going to walk through this darkness and help you through it. Kind of like a Dumbledore for Harry Potter, or that other wizard from Lord of the Rings, Gandalf, right? So Gandalf carried that light, right? He was like the leader of the pack, showing them the way. And Dumbledore was showing Harry the Potter the way. So you have, if you're channeling this beautiful high priestess energy, Libras, which I feel you are, then you have to, um, you know, keep shining through it, right? Keep pushing through the darkness and the shadows, right? So the moon is going to illuminate your way as well. It's going to help you. It's like a full circle moment here for you when you realize like this is truly what you're supposed to be doing, and this is your potential, this is who you are, this is all that you have. And the 10 of wands, like that's too much, right? Like you can't help everybody, right? You can't like focus on the 3 of wands instead. Focus on helping only just 3 people, or focus only on 3 tasks, the power of 3, right? Triple moon goddess, the power of 3. So focusing on that is really what's going to help you stay in alignment with who you are and what you're meant to do. Alrighty, so that's what I have. All right, Libra, so that's what I have for you. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.